As a great older colleague of mine says, this is waffle boarded away.
LaPierre's won it off the face-off. Scooped up along the wall by Braun. Handles the puck. Moves the puck along the half wall. Here's a blast from the boards. Big time stop there. And that shot dies in traffic. The Polar Bears have it in the offensive end. Forces the turnover. Through the offensive zone and behind the net now. Handles the puck at the point. Shot gives them nothing in front.
Sharp reaction save.
Looking to make something happen along the boards. And now it's grabbed by Braun. Moves the puck into the attacking area. From point blank, stopped by the goaltender. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Great read, comes up with it. Here's a short pass to Bush. And a stick in the lane ends that threat. And now it's over to Bush. On the attack along the boards. Handles it along the blue line. Tries to get it out of harm's way. Picks it off, they go back on the attack. Puts it on goal. Oh, couldn't finish the job. What an excellent opportunity, Ray.
They worked their way into good shape. He's just not able to beat the goalie.
Slides it back to the blue line. And that shot goes nowhere as the lane was filled. Shuts him down. Works it across to Bush. Dumps it into the O-zone. Berlin's gained possession along the boards. Bush is swooping in on the attack. Just wide. The Tigers gain possession in their own end. The Polar Bears will play the puck from behind the net. Berlin's trying to make something happen in the offensive zone. Off the mark.
Goaltender's in good shape. There's not much room at all there, and he ends up shooting it wide.
And he slides it quickly to Ramage. Trying to shake the defender. He's in all alone. How did he miss the net? Lets one go. That's off a stick. Along the wing up the neutral zone. Less than 60 seconds left in regulation. Ramage is going to play it against the half wall. That's a solid hit. Moves it up through the middle from the right. Huge play in his own end to come up with the puck. Great defensive effort with the stick. Uses the boards with the bank pass. Here's a shot. That one's off the blocker.
The goalie gets himself out of any potential trouble by depositing that rebound into the corner.
The Polar Bears grab possession of the puck. Takes it across the blue line. Here's a chance. Slides it across. And the puck dies with the trapper save.
Wow, he's dialed in right now. That is an enormous save at this time of the game.
This is a face-off they'll definitely want to win here inside the offensive zone. And momentum on their side as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. There's the whistle as things will slow down here for a moment.
Always a good play. If you're not sure what's going on, freeze the puck.
A critical draw here. And as the puck is dropped, they win the draw here inside the defensive zone. There's the horn to signal the end of the third period. We are still tied.
Don't forget, fans, if you're here with somebody celebrating,
a little bonus hockey is coming up, and it's coming up next.
up on our big screen before the end of the game.
listen to this place. The electricity so thick you could cut it with a knife. Sudden death, overtime. The puck is dropped. Let's go. Back to the blue line. And it's a quick pass to Akalatse. Berlin's got control of the puck. Receives the pass. Trying to gain a step. All alone. Oh, and he puts it wide. In front, the puck stopper gets on top, but we'll get a little stoppage in play here, Ray.
Yep, goalies are going to jump on it as quick as they can anytime around the front of the net.
A big face-off here inside the offensive end. Play resumes as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. Here's a blast, and that goes off a player in front. From the right side, moves it up ahead. And that pass is stolen. That's taken away. Great defensive effort there. And a nasty hack on the play there.
That's going to be well worth the 2-minute minor. I don't know how interested he is in a punch-in-the-face contest.
Four-on-three power play here looming, and they'll have plenty of time to go to work here.
You've worked hard enough to earn the power play here in the extra session. Now you want to make sure you take advantage of it. There was some quick instruction on the bench about how to end this game.
The Polar Bears will play it in their own end. Brings the puck into the offensive end now. Moves it quickly over to LaPierre. Oh, just wide.
Right in his wheelhouse, he powders it, but just misses.
Denied by the goaltender. Feeds the puck to Braun. Sends it out right in front. Good hit to knock the puck loose. Under siege, and finally grabs that one and covers up for a whistle.
He had to be on top of his game to make that stop. That's a great scoring chance, and he turns it aside.
A lot on the line here in this offensive zone faceoff. Connolly's won the faceoff. Trying to clear the zone. Big defensive play on that clear.
That puck's got to get out, especially late. He does a nice job here.
Great defensive play to come up with the puck. Connolly's got the puck. Pins him against the boards as they battle for the loose puck. Quick pass across to Braun. Braun's carrying it ahead. Down to the final minute in overtime. For the win! And he comes up with a huge save!
I like how square the goalie got to the shooter here. That puck was on and off his stick in a hurry.
Center's jammed up and the winger grabs the puck. Oh, absolutely owns the crease tonight. And manages to clear the zone. Tries to get this man advantage going from their own end now. Tape-to-tape pass is center. Nice pass. Berlin's got possession here in the offensive zone. Grips it and rips it, and that's broken up. More time off the clock as they grab the puck. Gets it out of his own end. The Polar Bears have it against the wall. Through center along the wing. Beautiful saucer pass. Time runs out on OT, and we are heading for a shootout.
Just a friendly reminder about tonight's silent auction. All items.
Coaches submitting their lists. The shootout is coming up next. I'm always amazed at the mixed emotions when we get to the shootout, as some people say they don't like it, the traditionalists, but guess what? Nobody's turning away when the moment of truth arrives. First shooter's about to go, looking to set the tone here in this shootout, and makes the save. Nobles is up next at center ice here in this shootout. Stopped by the goaltender.
Next shooter for the Tigers, number 15, TJ Lewa.
Stopped by the goaltender. Well, as he gets to center ice, he'll look to get his team on the board or even just provide some sort of offense so far in this shootout. Well, here we go, round number 3. They could definitely use a goal here because if they don't and the other team scores, it's all over. The table is set, the cutlery's all in place, and he can be the hero right now. Stopped by the goaltender. It's been all puck stoppers so far in this shootout. Let's see if this round brings a change in that. He scores! Sweet dangle!
Really great move, James. He fakes the goaltender down and out of the play to put it away.
Backman's got to come up with a goal here or it's all over. Steps up and owns it.
That's why you're at the end of the shootout line. The pressure increases as the shots dwindle down. He had to score.
Well, let's see if we can break this tie here as we move on to the next round. Can't get it to go, and that could have been a huge opportunity there.
Really could have spread the shootout out a little bit if he's able to score. He doesn't get it done.
Here's a chance to seal the deal. Comes up with the stick save. Polisi's up first in this next round. Can he be the one to break this deadlock? Slides the paddle in there and pokes it away. Ferraro's ready to go. And he can win it if he can snipe it right now. Great hand eye by the goaltender, poking it away. Ericsson's up next here on this shootout. He's got a good chance to put his team ahead. Can't tuck it in and will play on.
Oh, he had a chance to really increase the pressure on them if he could have capitalized on that attempt.
Shepard's made his way to center ice. He can end it all with a goal here. Scores! Good night.
Coach has him at the end. He's got a lot of faith in him, and he rewards him with a nice goal to wrap this up.
A winner, gluten-free, vegan-friendly dinner, I guess, in this case here.
Well, the shootout is relatively new, and they get nothing done in regulation, but they put it away here in the extra shootout.
For my broadcast partner, Ray Ferraro, my name is James Cebulski. Thanks so much for joining us. Good night.